Okay, guys, so how's she going today? So it is Monday. I didn't get to, well, there was no point in making a video yesterday, but I was stuck in the hospital again. Go figure, right? So nothing new, of course. Same old, same old. So, well, I got stuck in the hospital yesterday because I couldn't get home because it was storming too bad out, and it's still storming now. But it's lightened up a little bit enough where I think traffic can kind of move a little bit. You still can't move all that good, but you can still move. So I got home earlier today, around noonish. So I was stuck in the hospital all day yesterday, couldn't get home. The doctor said I actually could have came home that yesterday. But I couldn't leave because no one could come pick me up because it was too storming out. It was too blowy and crappy, and I was stuck at the hospital all by myself. So yeah, of course, mother she did call me 2 or 3 times a day anyway, yesterday or whatever, just to see how I was doing and crap. So my sister was stuck up in the cities, and she said that she had to come this way anyway to obviously drop the baby off, and so she can go back to work for the week. So she's like, well, I'll just swing by that way and pick him up then. So she picked me up, my sister, and took me home, and her baby's at my house right now. We're babysitting it, and damn kid hates me. I don't know why. I don't know what maybe I'm just too damn ugly for it. I don't know, but kid doesn't like me too much, so I just kind of fucking leave it alone. I can't even touch it or anything, and just start screaming at me. So I don't know. I'm not good with babies anyway. So bring it. So yeah. It's still kind of blowy and crappy out there. There are some drifts. There's a good sized drift behind the house. There's one up along by the shop here. I just got done cleaning the shop. Front of the shop out here. You know, in front of the door there. I cleaned all that out earlier. When I came here to crank my heater on. It's not too bad out. But it's cold. But it's not that bad. But the winds are definitely something terrible. I guess they reported a accident on the interstate already, so they closed half the interstate down, or just I don't know, one lane or whatever. I don't know what happened, but they shut some of the interstate down. Because well, see the thing is there on the interstates, it's wide open. You know, there's no trees there that act as a windbreaker. You know, there's nothing there. So the interstates blow open. They blow pretty good. So I really do think that North Dakota needs to, well, here in Minnesota, I think wherever you have a major highway and you damn well know that the state here in North Dakota and Minnesota, they own those ditches, you know. On the interstate, you know, there's a good wide ditch there, and I think they could put a line of trees there. You know, you don't need fancy trees, just something that gets nice and tall and keeps some of the snow off the road. I mean, they would solve so many issues. Just think of all the money they could save, you know, from doing that. I know it's going to cost money to do it, but you are going to get your money back, you know, over time, because there's less insurance claims going out, you know, because there's less accidents, you know. I mean, think about it, you know. So I'm just saying, you know, it's just my 2 cents, but you know, I think that's what they ought to do. You know, help cut down on the accidents on these roads. Just put some trees in the ditch, you know, make sure they, you know, they get nice and tall, and let them get as tall as they possibly can, and it'll solve your problem pretty much. They probably wouldn't even have to plow the roads as much, you know. So, but anyways, I got my CB stuff here. I didn't get everything. Just came by the mail. So, as far as it got here undamaged. The box came here undamaged and everything, but I didn't get my CB antenna. So I got a hold of my website, and since I wrote that early in the day, they wrote back to me right away, and they said that they would send me out another tracking number for the antenna, because what they did on the website, this is what pissed me off and got me confused too, is that everything that I got, including the antenna that I had ordered, was all under one tracking number. But to come to find out, the CB radio and the mount, the antenna mount, came in a separate box. So I didn't get my antenna today. I might get it tomorrow. We'll see. So, but this is, I'll show you the mount, because this is the it's kind of a big mount. It's a little bigger than I thought, but I guess you always could grind it down too and get it a little bit smaller, but I'm not going to really bother. So that's your that's that Dodge Ram mount, or that'll fit to 94 to 03 Dodge Rams. That's the mount. So yeah, I still have to order the cable that has to go to this and to my radio. I still have to order that. I didn't have enough to order everything, so I'm going to probably either order that at the end of this month or next month on payday. For certainly sure's. Then we'll have Big Red probably just about done. So, besides I have to ground that antenna to something, but we'll figure it out. So, we played the guessing game on what CB I got for Big Red, and most of you guys picked number 1, which was definitely wrong. The radio that I did get, well, it was down there in the description. Obviously, I think it was like number 3 or number 4, I think it was. And you guys are gonna say, well, I told you guys were probably thinking I was gonna get something else besides a Cobra, and all the links that were down below were nothing but Cobras. I went and got this Cobra radio right here that I got in my, not on my hands, but it's here on the workbench. This is like a low class radio. It's still from Cobra, so it's still a damn good radio. I think it got a 4-star. One guy completely just went nuts about it, but you know, you're not gonna please everyone with the radio. So, I mean, even with the Cobra 29s, you know, I mean, they're the biggest, fanciest radios. They got all that shit, you know, and now most of the newer ones have Bluetooth built into them, and some people are still not happy with them. So, I mean, you're never gonna please everyone, but this radio here went for about 80 bucks. Yeah, I believe. Yeah, it's why I say this is a low class radio is because it's not fancy like the Cobra 29. The Cobra 29 was all digital. The only thing that's digital on this radio are the numbers for your channel. That's basically it. Okay, and then the R meters or whatever, the RWR, or the meters to tell you how your antenna's doing or whatever. That's all digital. But the reason why I went and got this radio, I wanted to find a radio that had channel scan, which I probably didn't really need, but I figured, well, you know, for a few extra bucks, why not just have it? And this radio also has the weather band in it, so that's going to be handy if I'm out on Big Red and I need to know what's going on, because sometimes my cell phone won't work, obviously. So, but this is the radio I got right here, and this one is favorited by RV campers. So this is like an RV camper style CB radio. And that's what I got. I got the Cobra 18XXST2. It's not a fancy radio. It's not. I mean, it's not super fancy. It's got everything that I needed. So, and it's also a front speaker. It's also got the front speaker. And another reason why I went with that one, with the front-facing speaker, because I think it would be louder for my kind of a setup. Because most CBs have their speakers on underneath or on top, depending on what brand you go with. Most of them are underneath, though. It'd be okay, but I'd have to crank the volume up so much. So I think this way, I don't have to crank it up quite as much, and it should be fine. So we'll take it out of the box. I already kind of was in it. So that's what I got. Obviously, this is the Cobra 18. So it's a kind of a, like I said, it's like a lower class radio, but it still has all the features that most CBers want. I don't know if it came with PA. I don't think it did. Which is the one thing that I don't really need anyway. That's the one thing I didn't really need. So it came with everything else but that, I believe. So, but that's fine because I'm probably never going to use a PA system. If I do get a PA system, it'll obviously would probably be on a tractor or something. Wouldn't be on an ATV, so you know. So the radio's it's not really that big like I thought. I believe this is the mount. That looks like it's had a shitty job of powder coating done to it. It looks like it's actually wet. So they never let that dry completely for packaging it. So that's handy. But whatever, it's fine. It's not going to matter anyway. It's going to get destroyed even more anyway. This is the... Yeah, this is your mic. So it's kind of a cheesy mic, but you know what? It'll work for now. And I think you can replace these with a better one, but you have to have... I think this is a 4-pin. It's either a 4 or a 5-pin. I think it's only a 4-pin though. It must. Yeah, I think that's what it is. So you'd have to find a microphone that's got the 4-pin connection. So that's the mic. Okay, or the microphone, whatever. We got some extra hardware. Oh, this has the clip in it, or the microphone hanger, and then it's got the knobs to adjust your, you know, when you put your radio on this, you can adjust it for the angle. We got some screws. That must be the mounting hardware to mount it down, and it looks like they're not, I don't think they're self-tappers, but they have a point to them, so they will dig into something. And I'm not taking everything out of the plastic, really, because I'm not going to really do anything with it for a while. So, here's the book. Now, there is something I didn't know about these radios, but I do now, that these radios actually come with 2 power wires. But one is the power, which is the red. The black is the negative, which would go to your ground. And then you have an orange one, which I didn't know what that was. But I believe that is the memory. It helps it. You have to wire that to something that's going to have power all the time, which would be the battery. And it'll keep sending power to the radio, which is this guy here. See, it's not a very big radio. And that would that your radio would remember like the dual watch, because this radio has dual watch, which I'm not going to use. Yeah, it's a 4-pin microphone. So, like if you wanted your radio to just program or to scan 2 different channels, just 2 channels, you would select the dual scan or the dual watch. Then you got channel scan, and then you got that thing to help get rid of extra noise. Channel selector, squelch, volumes on and off. You got channel 9 and 19, CB and weather. So, and they really gave you some power wire. That is really a shocker right there. So that would definitely, I think, make it to the. I'm just gonna hook this up directly to the battery. Should be fine. What does this say? To avoid danger of whatever. Yeah. So, just about the bag. But they did a pretty neat job. They got everything nice and wrapped. Of course, on the back, you just have your power cables coming out, and then you got your antenna cable here that goes in there. I'm going to get the cable, like I said, probably at the end of this month or next month on payday, because I didn't have quite enough to order everything. So I figured, well, having some stuff is better than none at all. Plus, this is not really going to be going on. It's not going to be going on yet anyway. So, just gonna, yeah, I'll just pack her all back up and put her away. So, but the next month, that's probably when I'll start working on the house, which I'll probably end up buying a Cobra 29. So, I got to pick up 2 of those, one for the car and one for the house. So, but this is the radio I got for Big Red, the Cobra 18. This is like the RV. This is what RVers love, because the speaker's out the front. So I figured, well, for Big Red, I think it ought to be good enough. So now to get the wiring back inside, that's going to be the tricky spot. And I do believe, yeah, in here are your fuses. So that's basically it on that. So that's the radio we got, boys. And there was only a few of you guys that guessed, but all you guys were freaking wronger than. You guys were wronger than I thought. You guys. I thought more people would have played, but I guess not. So that's why the subscribers that did play lost. So, because that's the radio I got. There's our mount again. I'll put that in last. So, there you go, boys. That's what I got for Big Red. I'll do a video. Ah, crap. I'll do a video on the antenna when it shows up. See, like this video is probably not going to get done today. So it's not going to probably get uploaded in time for today, so I'll have to do it tomorrow, I guess, but yeah. So that's what I got right there. That's all I got for Big Red. Right there. So, but it'll work. I guess something I could do too, I didn't think about it, depending on how those fuses go. If they're underneath the rack, it might be a little bit of a nuisance, but if I can keep the fuses actually out, yeah, they're going to be in the open, but I can cover them up with some plastic or something, right? If I want to disconnect this radio, I would only have to disconnect it here and here, obviously, and I could actually disconnect it down by the fuses. Because that actually should come apart, I believe. I've never tried it. And face it, I'm not going to. So, that's always an option there if those fuses will, I guess, will work to my liking. And then of course then you get all your screws and stuff to mount it. So, but yeah, unfortunately my antenna didn't show up today. So maybe tomorrow. It better show up tomorrow because I already like paid for it. So, but I'm sure I'll get it. So that's what we got. That's the CB we got for Big Red. Didn't really need anything fancy for him because it may not last anyway. I was going to get a cheaper radio, but I kind of wanted the extra features. And this was the radio that could give me it all, except the PA feature, which I don't need anyway. So this radio is actually perfect for that. So this radio will be going on Big Red. So this is not really an unboxing video, but just to show you what I got. That's the Cobra 18 for Big Red. This is the mount for his antenna when it decides to show up. And I will have to probably order some grounding wire too. I'll just have to order that 10 gauge or 8 gauge and see how it'll work, I guess. But that's what I got today. So that was basically it. Cobra 18, and then that's actually a Dodge Ram mount for a Dodge Ram truck. So you know the older ones. Yeah, so 40 CB channels with channel scan, 10 NOAA weather channels, 2 channel scan with dual watch, front firing speaker is ideal for in-dash installation, so you can do it the other way. Sound tracker, noise reduction system. You're linked to over 30 million CBers in use today. Okay. So, but yeah, there's many people around here that do use CBs because obviously they're farmers and stuff, and they have CBs in their trucks and tractors and whatnot. So, yeah, there you go, guys. That's basically it. That's all I got. That's it. I wish I had the antenna here too, but I don't. So it kind of sucks. So, but what are you gonna do about it? You can't. Just freaking deal with it, I guess. So, but anyways, guys, that's pretty much all it. I'll just let you guys take one more look at this. I think you guys have seen it. So that's all I got for Big Red. I do have the antenna coming, so hopefully it'll be coming. When it does finally show up, I will make a video on that as well. So yeah. Alrighty, guys, I'm going to take off. So yeah, I guess I'll let you guys read some of this stuff here if you need to read it. Not too sure where I'm going to put the microphone as of yet. We'll worry about it when the time comes to install it. So yeah. But yeah, she's snowing out there like a son of a bitch. So I'm going to probably have to plow snow either later tonight or do it tomorrow. I might just wait till tomorrow because what's the point? It'll just keep blowing around anyway. So I'll just wait an extra day. I'm sure it won't get too hard. So yeah, so anyways, guys, I'm going to take off. So I guess have a good day and stuff. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Take her easy.